Gaza.
President Biden says that Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu is not doing enough to secure a hostage deal. This in the wake of 6 more hostages, including an American, being brutally murdered at the hands of Hamas. Netanyahu spoke out amid mass protests across his country, saying, quote, "No one is more committed to freeing the hostages than me, but no one will preach to me."
Fox's Jillian Turner. 5 people rescued, 3 missing following a boat crash in Old Saybrook, Connecticut. The Coast Guard says the boat was traveling at the Connecticut River at a high rate of speed Monday night when it slammed into a break wall and broke apart. The search continuing in the morning with the help of the Coast Guard. America's listening to Fox News.
Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Live and local. Real talk starts now.
Well, do we want to do this again?
Why not?
Okay, we're back. Good morning. I'm Wayford Brown.
And I'm Lee Barrows.
And the mics seem to be working, and we're doing all sorts of last-minute adjustments and rearranging and stuff like that in here this morning.
I have complete
never enough.
faith
I don't.
that you're going to get it all worked out.
I don't. I have no faith. Zero.
No, it's amazing what you can do.
No, it's amazing what happens.
Just,
Even when
I'm just saying.
I was in here until 8:00 last night
I'm sure
working
you
on
were.
something as simple as an Excel spreadsheet
Yes.
for all of our telephone callers and stuff like that, so we'll know who they are and
right.
be able to reach out to them and yada yada yada, whatever. I did the work on the one little telephone box that we got in
I
here.
know. I'm like, where's your header? What happened to the header? It's not showing on yours. It's showing.
Well, that's
Just
Excel.
like-
You're back to Excel now. Yeah, I know.
Yes.
It's there somewhere.
Yes.
But I do. I'd say I make the boxes double size.
Yes.
So, and the font's big.
Yes, because we need to be. We need big fonts.
Okay, it's Thursday.
Yeah. Okay. Let's back up a couple days. Good morning. It's Tuesday.
It's one of those tea days. I just checking to see if anybody's paying attention. How are y'all today? Boy, we got some rain yesterday.
Oh yes, I was coming home yesterday, right when it let loose and the roads. You talk about flash flooding.
I had a 1/4 inch right here.
I had over an inch, 1.44 according
Really?
to my gauge yesterday.
Really?
The streets were flooded in my hood yesterday. Thank goodness I had a vehicle.
Trying to think. I didn't even go out yesterday. I
did.
I looked out last night. I was in here. Robbie and I were in here. She was doing her stuff. I was doing my stuff in here. And then when I walked back out, I didn't hear the rain because I've got a double roof over this thing. And,
Yes, that's like my metal roof. I can't hear it.
I didn't hear nothing, honey. And then
Yeah.
I walked out there. So where'd all that water come from? So
Yeah.
I guess I could have looked at the radar.
I had
Speaking of which,
oh yeah, speaking of which, it was
yeah, they got one down
yellow
there.
critters are on the
Yeah,
screen
I got
again.
one of them down there in the Caribbean right now, and it's not going to do anything until it probably gets over to the Gulf of Mexico, if it does anything at all, or until it gets to the western part of the Caribbean, and then she might pick up a little steam and aggravate some people there. And then maybe not. You never know. And the one that was off of Galveston area, Texas,
Yes.
it hasn't dissipated, but it's not anything that is in a moving tropical orientation anymore. So they took its X classification away from it. It's no longer X-rated.
very good. That's one
Yeah.
down.
Yeah, well, we got rid of another one that came off of Africa a couple of days ago, and now another one has emerged already.
Yeah,
So there's another one off Africa. Those two, the one that's in the Caribbean has a good potential. The one that is off the coast of Africa has a good potential. Don't know where, but it has a
Right.
potential of
I was
building up.
reading National Hurricane Services Center's website,
Mhm.
and they were talking about some unusual circumstances happening with La Nina.
Yep.
Right at the moment, that was keeping them away
Kind
from
of
us.
unexpected what's going
Yes.
on, but I cannot explain it. I know all the meteorologist guys, the Mets as we call them, used to get out there and talk about La
Right.
Nina and El Nino. I don't know one from the other. I did not ever take any Spanish.
Well,
I'm glad I didn't.
I read up on it because I got confused over it. La Nina is what is worse for us,
Okay.
and that's where we're at now. But
Well, that's not good.
like I said, El Nino changed over to La Nina right at the beginning of the summer.
I remember hearing about that.
Yes.
I'm just waiting to see what the X's do. We'll see what the X's
Yeah,
are
it's
up
that
to.
last one coming off the coast of Africa that we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah. And of course, the one that's in the Caribbean, I forgot their designations, which one is which. Tropical Disturbance 1 and Tropical Disturbance 2 right now. Why don't they just call it X1 and X2?
Why not? Everything's going to X these days.
Yeah. And then if it gets out there, if it forms up in the Caribbean, it could do anything. If it waits until it gets out away from the Caribbean, goes across the Yucatan Peninsula there in Mexico, then it can make its way up into the Gulf of Mexico. And from there, you got 180 degrees you can go.
Right.
Oh, you can go extremely to the east, you can go extremely to the west, and all points in between. So we have to wait and see.
Yeah, it's got a lot of meteorologists kind of confused right now because they said the models keep flipping back and forth, back and forth. And I'm
Again,
like,
you don't see any model lines
No.
on that thing over there,
No.
nor will you ever.
because we learned a long time ago. Wait, you
Yep.
cannot guess.
Those guys that are playing games out there,
Mhm.
they not as much as I do, and I know nothing
Right.
because all they're doing is throwing stuff. They're throwing all their socks up against the wall and see which one sticks. So at the end of the system, they can say, if it didn't do anything according to their model, they just go silent. If it became accurate, then they say, "Look what I did! Look what I did!" Yeah, 1 out of 100, right?
Right.
So I don't pay any attention to those individuals.
Yeah, I know. I know a lot of them are trained and they have their degrees and stuff. But if you start listening to all the different ones, you got so many different stories. It'll make you crazy.
Mm.
Like you, I rely first on the National Hurricane Center
Absolutely.
and
That's
on
what it is.
NOAA, and that's where you need to put your focus on.
You know what I'd like to have right now?
A milkshake. I would love a chocolate
That would-
milkshake
actually,
right
that would
now.
be really good.
Yes.
What I'd really like to have is to have a caller, somebody who doesn't really have anything they want to talk about, but because I want somebody to do some testing for us live over the
Yes.
radio.
Yes.
You got to keep it clean, and you got to talk directly into your phone. Do not use your speakerphone. Do not go out and do any silly stuff. Put your Bluetooth in the garbage and talk into your telephone. And I would love to have you give us a call because we can't really test this system unless we're on the air. 910-333-0139.
Well, I tell you what, if Robin is listening, call because a listener has sent me a text and wants me to ask you something.
Yeah, but do
So
it
if you're
without,
listening,
do it without
Robin-
your Bluetooth, Robin. Don't get in that silly stuff.
He's calling, and I do not recognize the number right offhand.
Well, we're going to find out right now who it is. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Rayford. This is Brandy from Chinkapin. How are you?
I'm fine.
Good
And
morning.
what's going on in Chinkapin?
Oh, nothing much. Just checking in with Zoe's ham radio friend. I heard y'all on my drive-in this morning trying to check the system, so I thought I'd give you a call and see if it works.
Well,
Okay.
you're wonderful.
Can you hear us okay?
I can.
All right,
I
good.
don't have the radio on in the background because I didn't want it to
Yep.
have
Thank
an
you.
echo. But
Yeah, that's we do appreciate that. We don't need the echo going. But I just trying to check on you and see. I just trying to check, see how things are sounding here this morning to you and how they're sounding to us. Got a little extra work to do here, but I kind of know what I will have to do, I think.
yes, sir. Y'all are coming through loud and clear on the phone.
Thank you. I appreciate
Very
that.
good.
All right, you take care.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
She called me sir.
That's so sweet. That was
Yeah, it
very
is.
nice of her to call.
Yeah, it is. Very nice. Okay, well, we'll still rely on the other system this morning. And if you've got something you would like to talk about, you can send us a text message, us being Lee, at 910-330. I should have this down pat by now. 022
That's
You don't
correct.
know.
No, I'm
you're
talking
typing
to
away.
Kelly. Kelly said she tried calling. There was no answer. That's because Kelly, somebody was on the one line.
Somebody beat you to the punch, Kelly.
And line 2 is not working right now. So call us back.
910-333-0130. No.
910-333-0139. And that should be Kelly now.
And
Yep, that's Kelly.
All right, we'll talk to Kelly, see how she's doing. Hey, Kel, what's up?
Hey, I just had a coughing fit, so I was hoping to stop before you answered.
Of
You had
course.
to do what?
She had a coughing
Can you
fit.
hear me?
Are you through with your coughing fit?
Oh, I'm hurting. I think I just pulled something with that one.
Oh, my.
God, Kelly. You need to just check into a hotel on an island somewhere.
Yeah,
Oh, that
and
sounds amazing.
Yes.
you know, just do nothing. Bake yourself in the sun. That'll cure all that stuff that's in there.
I've actually attempted that last week, actually. So the baking in the sun part, not the checking into an island hotel.
Okay. All right, we're checking these phones here. Get better.
All right, how's it? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
can hear
it's
you
a
very
little. We've got a little stuff on the edges of it, but it's not on your end. It's on our end. I'm still looking for the right combination here. At least you can hear us now, so nice and clear without me feeding back to myself. So that's good, right?
I can hear you perfectly, and I don't hear any. And I'm not on the speakerphone. I'm talking directly into the phone.
Yeah, I can tell that.
Very good.
Okay, I got a little rattle going, but that's one more I can do. Thank you, ma'am. That'll give me something to do for the rest of the day until
I
tomorrow.
miss you.
I know. I'll see you guys eventually.
Okay.
All
Bye, dear.
Never had anybody tell me they'd see me eventually before.
See you soon.
There you go. Okay, if you guys want to chat this morning, the number you need to call, the number you need to text is 910-330-0222.
Yes.
Tell Lee that, hey, I want to talk, and my name is.
And then we'll
whatever.
call you.
And my telephone number is, include your telephone, your serial number, include your social number in front of it.
Right. Social.
Just figured I'd mess with you.
Well, to
Include your
anybody,
area code.
anybody listening on the radio or Facebook or YouTube, would you text me and let us know what the calls sounded like if they came through clear, especially on the radio?
Hmm.
That would be
Yeah,
good
if you
to know.
heard Kelly and God, I already forgot our other caller.
Uh,
Yeah, anyway, let us know how the two
Bridget,
calls we've
I
had,
don't know.
wasn't it?
I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Anyway, we got it. We'll take care of it. Anywho, let us know what those calls sound like. Send Leah a text, and if you want to talk, send Leah a text. Or you can send her an email at leecbarrows@gmail.com. Okay. Coming up at 7:30 this morning, we're going to make another call. This one we're going to originate to Royce Bennett. He's involved with the Salvation Army Men Who Cook contest that's coming up in just a little over a week now. It happens on the 14th. So
Yes, it does.
we'll be talking with Royce about that, how things are looking. And you guys have got a little time now. You men who think you're real men, I don't think you're real men unless you really can cook. And if you can cook, quit talking to yourself about it in the mirror. Put up or shut up. How's that sound?
Yep.
I'm just kidding. No,
Bring it.
we'd love to have all of you
Bring
sign up. It's for a great cause. The more people that enter, the more money the Salvation Army can make. Last year, they did very well with this event, and they hope to have at least 50% more participation this year.
And it was
it's
their first
happening.
one.
And it was
last
the
year.
first one.
Very first one.
So, anyway, I'll be cooking up something, and chances are you can whoop my butt in a heartbeat.
Yes.
All right. Okie dokie. You're gonna let her go on
Yes,
upstairs
let
where
me
she
do
wants
dog
some friends. We got one dog visiting, so whatever we can do, we will take care of that. Right now, we mentioned the storm just a little bit. This time of year, it would be wise to keep a daily check on not only the tropics but even closer to home. This is for you guys. We most often think about hurricanes and tropical storms getting their start in the south central Atlantic. Many of them do. Most of them do, in fact. But as we've seen, storms can begin life not that far from North Carolina's shores. While they will not normally become a major hurricane, the damage that even tropical storms produce can be extensive. The tropical systems, while not packing hurricane-force winds, a lot of rain, especially if they're slow moving. The longer they stay out, the more water they drop. Hello, doesn't even have to be a huge storm. They can hang around a lot longer than we'd like. Heavy rains, especially near the headwaters of rivers that empty into the Atlantic Ocean, will produce serious flooding conditions that cause property damage, even death. The severe weather tip is brought to you by John Stars Electric, your Jacksonville standby Generac generator dealer. With storms that develop and show up in only a couple days or so, they present unique problems. Getting time off from work can become an issue in the event of such a storm. That means you should be prepared all of the time. Having a plan that you can implement on short notice can make a lot of difference. You should have the basics ready to put into action immediately. Securing outdoor furniture and garbage cans can save a lot of grief and potential damage from flying debris. Pay attention to developing weather. Check the National Weather Service and your broadcast media stations throughout the hurricane season, just in case. It only takes a day or two missing the weather reports to find out, whoops, where did that thing come from? Mm-hmm. And for your long-term convenience, give the team at John Stars Electric a call and set up an appointment so a team member can take a look at your situation, talk with you about your needs, and provide you with a quote. Imagine not having to worry about a loss of power at any time during severe weather or when a reckless driver takes out a power grid. It might just be the time that you power up your life and your future with a standby Generac generator from John Stars Electric right here in Jacksonville. Call them today for an appointment, 910-989-1908. Don't go away. We'll be right back with your weather forecast.
97.1. Is your phone plan messing with your savings plan? Don't get stuck paying for things you don't want. With Verizon, you only pay for what you need. And for a limited time, when you bring your own phones to a Verizon store, you'll get an amazing price on your plan. Plus, you'll save on things you actually love, like the Netflix and Max with Ads bundle. And it's on our award-winning 5G network. Bring your phones to your Verizon store today for an incredible deal. A better plan to save is Verizon. Additional terms and conditions apply.
Discover, this is Daniela.
Hi, it's Jennifer Coolidge. I just want to thank you for making me feel so special. I earned cash back on debit for my dinner party groceries.
That's great. But with Discover Cashback Debit, we give everyone cash back on everyday purchases. Anything else I can help you with?
Do you like asparagus and mushroom sorbet? I've got leftovers.
Introducing Discover Cashback Debit, a checking account with cash back. It pays to Discover. Eligibility and terms at discover.com/cashback debit. Discover Bank, member FDIC.
A plan every adult family member should consider is the pre-arranged funeral. It's the worry-saving thing to do for your family. Making pre-arrangements helps to alleviate the additional stress on family members that can come with arranging a loved one's funeral. Jones Funeral's prepaid funeral plan helps remove confusion. They make a practical evaluation of costs possible, and it's the best way to take an unpleasant task off the shoulders of the family. Call Jones Funeral Home at 455-1281.
With locations in Jacksonville, Richland, Swansboro, and Holly Ridge.
It's hot outside, but the summer heat does not keep Mix Masters Concrete of Beulaville inside. They can handle the heat and that concrete project on your to-do list this summer. When it comes to ready-mix concrete, nobody does it harder or quicker than Mix Masters Concrete Incorporated, Highway 24 East in Beulaville. Whether you need concrete for an outdoor kitchen, residential, commercial, or agricultural project, Mix Masters Concrete Incorporated can handle it. And they serve all of Eastern North Carolina. From driveways, patios, to livestock housing, Mix Masters has the concrete, and owner Scott Thigpen will gladly provide a free estimate with delivery on Saturdays. And KPT Masonry specializes in professional concrete finishing. Again, nobody does concrete harder or quicker than Mix Masters Concrete Incorporated of Beulaville. So, when you need ready-mix concrete, call Mix Masters Concrete of Beulaville first, 910-298-6153. That's 910-298-6153. Mix Masters Concrete Incorporated of Beulaville takes this time to thank those who serve us for our most prized possession, our freedom, and is proud to be a part of the continuing growth of Dupin, Onslow, Jones, and all surrounding counties. When it comes to paint supplies, whether a contractor or homeowner, since 1957, people have depended on Jacksonville's premier paint store, CNS Paint, for all their painting supplies, and accessories, as well as providing expert knowledge and helping with a particular paint project. CNS Paint, with locations in Jacksonville at 6 Doris Avenue, 504 Cedar Point Boulevard, Cedar Point, and 105 Wayne Drive, Morgan City. CNS Paint is close and convenient to cover the Crystal Coast with quality PPG paint for any project, residential or commercial. Color is often the first impression of a home or community. PPG's team of designers, experienced in both new home construction and residential repaint, have compiled over 2,000 color schemes to provide you with a selection that appeals to homeowners. A beautiful and lasting paint job starts with quality PPG paint. For more information, phone 910-455-0210 or visit CNS Paint, 6 Stars Avenue, Jacksonville, 504 Cedar Point Boulevard, Cedar Point, or 105 Wayne Drive in Morgan City, or online, cspaintcenter.com. CNS Paint, Jacksonville's premier paint store since 1957.
Summer vacation season is here, and if your plans include hitting the road to do some traveling, then make sure to visit to Silent Service Centers on your to-do list. Travel safety starts with the tires on your vehicle. A trip to Silent Service Center will give you peace of mind, with the best value on all name brand tires, and the largest selection of used tires in the area. In addition to quality tires, Silent Service Center is a North Carolina inspection station and does complete brake service, oil changes, and alignment service. And one is really nice is there's no long wait time. Silent Service Center knows you are busy and will have you back on the road in a hurry. Silent Service Center, 1707 Lejeune Boulevard, Jacksonville, and 108 West Main Street, Havelock. Phone 910-353-4760.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
And today's marine weather forecast brought to you by Community Prevention Services of Jacksonville. This may shock you, but you know that 1 in 5 high school youth today say they have seriously considered suicide. 1 out of every 5 have seriously considered suicide. Did you know that 4 out of every 10 high school students report they feel hopeless or sad every day of the week? Last year, 2023, 53.7% of our youth suffering with depression here in North Carolina did not get treatment due to a lack of access. That is not acceptable, and we need to do better. In Jacksonville, there is help available. If your child, or even a child that you know, maybe a neighbor, maybe a nephew, maybe a niece, exhibits signs of depression, do you have a clue how to get help? Have you sought treatment for them? Silence, huh? Maybe you, as so many others, don't know where to turn. I've got some advice. Community Prevention Services Incorporated treats youth for depression and other issues. Give them a call. Call today at 910-353-0972. They're here in Jacksonville, 918 Henderson Drive. Don't wait. Get your child the help they need and do it today. Offshore, there's a small craft advisory in effect through late Thursday night. I was thinking last night when I was looking at the weather forecast, small craft advisory, stuff like that. My dog, my cat even knows. Kids all know.
I saw
boaters.
Right, I saw the wind gust in the knots and the wind, and I was like, ugh.
Northeast shore today, 25 to 30 with occasional gusts to 40 knots. Those are tropical storm force winds, folks. Seas 5 to 8 feet, except 3 to 5 near shore. Sounds and rivers very rough, Kelly. Wednesday, tomorrow, northeasterly winds 15 to 20 with gusts to 25. Seas 4 to 6. Sounds and rivers choppy. Thursday, northeasterly winds around 15 knots. Sea coming down 4 to 5. 2 to 4 near shore. Sounds and rivers a moderate chop.
Okay, and today will be mostly sunny with a high near 82. Northeast wind 10 to 15 miles per hour with gusts as high as 25. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a low around 66. Wednesday, a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon, partly sunny with a high near 83. And Thursday, a 40% chance of showers, mostly cloudy with a high near 82. And do you need a phone number? I don't think I gave it to you.
Yeah,
All right, hold on,
it probably
Royce.
did. Who knows?
Yes.
I got it.
You got it? Okay. We're getting ready now to call Royce Bennett, and he's going to talk about Men Who Cook. That's coming up on September 14th, which our one and only Rayford has entered into it, and we'll be there with him. So please
I'm
come
not
by.
the one or the only. We got a bunch of people in it. I hope.
No, one and only when it comes to those bisque that you make. Last year, what was it? It was crab bisque.
It was crab bisque last year. It's
It
going to be
was
seafood again this year, but it's going to be
so
something
good.
that 98% of y'all ain't never had.
Right. Oh, yeah. No, I've never had it, so it's going to be interesting to check that out.
Yeah,
But
last night I decided I was going to do. I needed something kind of quick. Didn't want to go out and buy anything. I had a list going, but I just haven't the mood to go to the grocery store. You know,
I detest going to
Let's see.
the grocery store.
I
Detest
think, I think I went out sometime Saturday,
It's depressing.
but I didn't go out yesterday. I didn't go out Sunday. Gas mileage is good on that Jeep when you do that.
I a little bit since I've been to the grocery. I need to go soon though because my time food.
Well, I got to go.
That's most
I
important to
probably
me.
will stop by today to get some essentials, as they say, some things that we need. No, it's not toilet paper. We got plenty of that.
Oh, thank you for reminding me. Yes, I definitely it's on my list.
Okay, is your Alexa turned on?
Yes, but my radio's not turned on at home, so
Oh,
she's not going to hear
dadgummit.
it.
I need a remote control for your radio so I can
Well,
activate
look,
your
because
Alexa
you
from
had
here.
said something, and we've got our computers open.
You're
I'm going to
put it
be
there?
getting Google ads on my email.
Probably so.
I'm going to be getting stories about toilet paper on my Facebook. So there you go.
Okay. Hey, Royce, how you doing?
I'm good. How are y'all today?
Doing fine. Sounded much better on this system than the other one that's supposed to be operational. But I'll get it there one of these days.
Well, we're getting some good comments on the earlier call, so hopefully.
Yeah, I was able to hear your caller earlier.
Very good. Very good.
Well, it'll get better. It's just got a little stuff rough around the edges for the incoming stuff. So we will get it. I just got to find the right output and isolate it from the inputs. I know it's confusing. Royce, coming up less than 2 weeks. We got a week from this coming Saturday. All hands on deck.
All hands on deck.
Yeah, big time for Salvation Army. What we can raise in this event will help a lot of people in Onslow County. We're looking forward to it. You guys, Rayford needs some competition here.
Absolutely.
I understand Mr. Ribb's going to be back. You know, Mr. Ribb had
Yes, those were so good.
Pot full of ribs that were mighty good. He's going to be back with us. He's going to give you a run for your money this
I
year,
hope so.
Rayford.
I hope so. What I like is I just like the idea that since I got some people there to help me, while they're serving other individuals who come by for a taste, I get to go around and taste every bit of it, and I use it as dinner.
I was full.
Well, yeah.
Hello.
I was full.
Get around about a dozen people or more out there, and I can eat like a pig at the trough. Not
It's
a
cheaper
problem.
than going out to
It sure is.
a
And better.
restaurant.
Trust me, it's home cooking, and
It was
it's real.
good. You have to have a little bit of everything.
There's nothing pre-processed about this stuff, so that's good. And let's tell folks what's going on. It's the Salvation Army's second annual Men Who Cook contest.
Right.
But it's the contest is cool for the guys who do the cooking. It's fun. But then for the other folks out there who get to sample it, it's wonderful. And if y'all want to sample some great foods, why don't you just go ahead and get yourself a ticket? And how can they do that, Royce?
Hey, call me. I'll get you a ticket.
There you go.
Yeah, you can get it, or you can get it online at Salvation Army. I know you're going to put up the website.
Yes,
I can't remember exactly what it is, but I'll be happy for them to call me. I got tickets in my car.
Cool.
It's certainly a cheap dinner. You know, bring more than your $10 for your ticket and buy some extra tickets to vote and win some door prizes. We'll take all the donations you want to give. Be a lot of fun. We're hoping to have 15 or 16 cooks. Got to get signed up though. Friday's the deadline. The end
Okay.
of this week we got to get the tickets printed. So
It's this Friday, guys. So let's if you want to cook and you want to participate, I mean, y'all got bragging rights here, and I'm sampling something brand new, so I don't have a clue how it's going to turn out. And Mr. Ribs, his is guaranteed. I will probably be spending quite a bit of time with him, and with I know there's got to be somebody out there with some good chili recipes. Come on, y'all, get on board.
There was a lot of chili last year.
And some of the other folks who love to cook seafood. I like cooking seafood because I like to eat seafood. In fact, I have seafood and I always eat it, whatever it is. So
and it doesn't have to be men. We're gonna have women cooking and female teams and
Wait a minute.
teams of 2 or 3 people cooking. I know y'all have a team that what are you calling your team?
We all call the Simmer Down.
Simmer down. I have a question.
Simmer down.
I have a question.
Yeah.
This is men who cook. Do the women have to identify as men?
Do they have what?
To identify as a man. to be able
It's
to
men who
participate.
cook. Do we women have to identify as men?
He ain't going there, I can tell you that right now.
Sorry about that. When we started out, we picked this up from someplace else. It was pretty cool, but we don't really want to limit it to just men.
That's good.
But it is fun, like you said. It's fun for the men who are willing to put themselves out there and
you betcha.
and be competitive cooking. Yeah, okay. I wish I was one of them, but I'm not.
Now, right now, I'm going to do this challenge. You ready for this? Ladies,
Okay.
you think you can you think you can cook, girls, ladies, women, y'all? Bring it on. It's now going to be me against y'all. And the other, and Mr. Rib, he and I are going to go up against y'all. So bring it on. If you think you know how to cook, oh, come on. And we're not talking about pouring some cornflakes out of a box and throwing a little cow milk on it.
No, you just ruined Royce's dish.
I know.
Why do you tell?
I just made my Kraft macaroni and cheese. That's my,
Yeah. Oh, my.
dish.
Yes.
I don't think I'll bring that.
I wouldn't bring that either. It would not. That's not. We get the real men who are there. We get to screen some of the folks coming in, and if it's going to be Kraft macaroni and cheese at the door, it better be doctored up. Let's put it that way. It better have some lobster tails on top of it or whatever. So, and speaking of lobster tails,
Just $25 to sign up to cook, and you got some great prizes.
Yep.
That you can win, and you can get some recognition, and just $10 to come and eat. So bring your family. 4 tickets, $40. You can't go anywhere in town and eat dinner.
No, you can't.
Family of 4 for $40.
That's true.
So
hey,
come on, and you'll be helping the good cause the whole time.
And if you guys really are seriously interested in cooking, this might be a great opportunity to be able to take this to a restaurant somewhere and say, listen up, I got something I like to cook. Let me show you what I have done. And you say, hey, look at the prize that I got here. I got first, second, or third place in the Men Who Cook contest. Maybe y'all want to hire me. There are a lot of folks, a lot of places out there looking for good chefs or good cooks. You know that, right? You might have what it takes.
Maybe they buy your recipe, right?
There you go. We'll bring it on. So that'd be a good chance for you. And this is not limited to people who do this for fun in their kitchens. If you do it professionally, you can enter as well.
Oh yeah, great way to get your business recognized. You got a small business and you're trying to make a restaurant go at it, then a good way to get you some publicity for your restaurant.
And especially
You're
if you
putting the pressure on us.
especially if you have a signature dish, and I'm not going to tell one of the 2 places that I currently like in the Swansboro area. They have some signature dishes at both of the locations that I go to that would just be like, I might be in 10th place here on this one. Because they got some really good stuff there. And that's a great way to get some recognition too. So if you got a signature dish at your restaurant, let's do it. Check the rules.
There you go.
You can go to our Facebook page. You can find the location. Click on it, and it'll take you right there for all of the rules and everything else. Now, ladies, Jennifer, where are you? Come on, Jennifer. I got a cousin out there. I know she cooks.
Boy, speaking of location, we're going to be at a new location this year too, over at the Skill Center. The Eastern Regional Skill Center on Northwest Bridge Road. That's a Northwest Corridor Boulevard.
Who came up with that one?
Just past the Government Center, you go out to Pony Farm Road and turn the opposite direction from Pony Farm Road. Go all the way down to the end of the street, the Skill Center. It's a great building. They have a full cafeteria. We're going to have a lot of space and plenty of room for our cooks to show off their stuff. And plenty of room to eat and entertain, and so it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, so you can get samplings generally up to about 3 ounces or so from each one of the entrance. You can do that, and then you can judge. And if you want to go back, you can put another ticket in. You'll get another sample, guaranteed. So that's the way that whole deal works.
I have the website.
But then by the time you get around to everybody, you're going to be full. I can tell you that right now, because I was last year, and I didn't even eat any of my own except when I got there to sample it to make sure it was good.
Oh, it was good.
It worked.
I wanted to just like wipe it on my face.
It makes great facial. You can put it up there.
I just wanted to lay my face in a bowl of it.
So anyway,
it was so good.
Like that work. Royce, so let's stay in touch this week. Let's get some people out there, and we're gonna put the challenge out there, ladies. If you think you've got what it takes,
I know I have
think
what
you're
it
the
takes.
queen of the
I don't know about
kitchen.
cooking,
If
though.
you think you're the queen of your kitchen, bring it on.
I don't cook much anymore.
I double D dog dare you. I haven't heard that.
I
one
did
for
cook
a
last
long
night
time.
though, late. But Royce, I have a question before you hang up. Is there a county?
No, I'm still here.
Before you hang up, Royce, is there a county commissioner meeting this week?
No,
There is. Wednesday is the commissioner meeting.
Oh yeah, because of the holiday.
Yeah, we move our meeting from the holiday yesterday to tomorrow.
Is that morning or night?
So.
Morning, right?
Yes, that's the morning meeting, 11 o'clock in the morning. Welcome anybody who wants to turn out and find out what's going on. It's not a big agenda tomorrow. But we have a workshop at 9 o'clock, and you're welcome to come to the workshop too. We get a lot in our workshops now.
What are you working on?
We spend an hour and a half.
What are you working on tomorrow?
What are we working on? We got a presentation about the spay neuter release program.
Nice.
Good.
For a feral cat.
Nice.
That's an interesting, neat program that we started a few months ago. It's a way to reduce the feral cat population without having to euthanize. Gosh, I can't remember what else is on that agenda for tomorrow.
I'm going to call you later today because I have something I want to ask you that you might have some knowledge of. So,
Yeah, there you go.
some information. So
Sure.
Okay, and
Give me a call, but the workshop's open to the public too. If anybody wants to come find out what's going on in our workshops, we'll be there.
No action is
in
taken.
the workshop.
No action is taken by you guys during the workshop except to get some information and pass some information back and forth, right? You can't take
That's
votes.
right. We basically get an idea of what's going on, and then we'll go into a public meeting and vote on it.
There you
okay,
But,
very good.
Okay, while you're there, Royce, go ahead and issue a challenge to the other 6 county commissioners, since you have other issues not participate because of your position with the Salvation Army. But tell those other guys, the Robins, the Robins, the Tim Fosters, Walter, all of them. Mark Price. I don't believe they've got what it takes to put something out there on the table.
Somebody just texted me and said you were talking about the spade and neuter topic, and they're going to start calling you Bob Barker.
Bob Barker.
Bob Barker.
Okay.
Let's make a deal. What, didn't he do Let's Make a Deal? What did he do? What show was
A
it?
bunch of stuff.
I don't know.
Yeah.
He's been everywhere.
Yep.
But Barker.
All right.
Yeah,
Mark,
I don't know. I think Walter Scott claims to be a cook. I hadn't talked to him about it. But,
I don't think Walter's got what it takes.
Come on, Walter. Let's
Now,
see it.
Robin, we'll get you a step ladder to get up to the table. Come on down. I'll
Robin,
help you
he'd just go get a box of wings and throw them in a bowl.
Whatever it takes.
Run by Smithfield on the way out.
We will be checking all the receipts or what you bought. Okay.
We'll be
All right.
checking all the cars.
Enough of the silliness, but I'm talking trash now for y'all, so bring it on.
Bob Barker was The Price is Right. I knew it was one of those game shows.
Yeah, but this is for cats.
Yeah,
Cats don't generally bark.
but Bob Barker, come on down.
That's why you were confusing me. Thank you, Royce.
Thank you,
y'all have a
Royce.
good day. You too. You're live in local Real Talk, Freedom 97.1, 1120 a.m. WSME. We'll be right back.
Richlands Piggly Wiggly here to get you prepared for Labor Day. Have a get-together this weekend and grill out with some fresh chicken leg quarters for just 69 cents a pound. And if you really want to be the talk of the town, cook up some of our fresh pork spare ribs for just $1.99 a pound. And get you some local green peanuts to boil up for the ball game at $2.59 a pound. And don't forget local muscadine grapes for the kiddos' lunchbox, $2.99 a pound. Get them while you can. These seasonal favorites won't last long. Don't worry. The Richlands Piggly Wiggly has your back. See y'all soon.
This just in, I think there's been a prison break, and reports are saying it's the Scorcher. Yes, the Scorcher has escaped and is running rampant across Comfortville. Apparently, he's targeting innocent air conditioning units. Yes, and wait a second. It seems that reports are flooding in of unfortunate citizens feeling uncomfortable, hot, and in extreme cases, I hesitate to say this on the air, people are even sweating. Wait a minute, we're now getting word there seems to be some sort of disturbance. Bryant Man is on the scene, and he has apprehended the Scorcher. All right. Tune in again for another tale of Bryant Man, always doing whatever it takes.
Call Down East Heating and Air Conditioning at 346-4311 and let them keep you comfortable this summer. Down East Heating and Air, serving our community for over 25 years. Down East can also help you with your home guttering needs. Call Down East today, 346-4311. Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry, where we love to make you smile. Now proud to be working with Doctors Kim and Tommy Morgan, formerly Morgan Family Dentistry. The Jacksonville and Richlands Morgan offices of Lane & Associates Family Dentistry blends the latest technology with personal care and attention, so you amazing dental experience. The offices of Lane & Associates all major insurances, including military. Lane & Associates Family Dentistry has been serving the state of North Carolina for over 40 years, with 2 locations in Jacksonville, Richlands, and Maysville. Call for an appointment today at 877-LANE-DDS or online at lanedds.com. Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry.
Have you gotten your copy of Topsail Times newspaper this week? If not, did you know that Topsail Times is Topsail area's only local newspaper in print? Started a little over a year ago, we now have over 1,500 online subscribers and 5,000 printed copies that go out every 2 weeks. And we never charge our readers. Information should be free to our readers, and we stick by that. Looking for an idea for date night? Want to learn some local history? How about asking a veterinarian about your pet? These things and more are available in each copy of the Topsail Times newspaper. Want to get the word out about your business? We offer great rates for full-color ads, and the online paper version is always included for free. Need help designing the perfect ad? We can do that too. We're always looking for human interest stories, so start writing. And we love local photos too. Check out our website at topsailtimes.net, where you can find out where to pick up a copy or check out our latest publication online.
Hampton Hadley of Hadley Family Chiropractic is a Palmer graduate and certified in chiropractic pediatrics. Hadley Family Chiropractic of Jacksonville offers comprehensive care for you. Hadley Family Chiropractic provides services for back pain, headaches, leg pain, neck pain, numbness, shoulder pain, work and sports injuries. Your comfort is your ultimate concern. Hadley Family Chiropractic offers state-of-the-art chiropractic care as well as transportation. There's very little wait time and same-day appointments are available. Open Monday through Thursday from 7:30 till 5, Friday 7:30 till 12, and available Saturdays, Sundays, and holidays by appointment. Hadley Family Chiropractic, 1905 Gum Branch Road, Jacksonville, by phone, 910-938-2332. That's 910-938-2332 for Hadley Family Chiropractic.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Okay, we're back. And we're still looking at things here and see how things are cooking. And it seems like it's all in the air, okay? Sometimes we just can't see what's going on downline with this computer.
All right. The reference to Bob Barker is because at the end of every show, he always reminded people to spay and neuter.
Not because of Barker being a dog thing or anything
pets,
like
right.
that. It's just that, of course, he was Circus Barker too, wasn't he, Theo?
I don't know.
A man and a woman are in jail in Currituck County in connection with the death of a 3-week-old baby. 28-year-old Cameron Merritt, charged with felony child abuse. His bond is set at $250,000. The baby's mama, 35-year-old Brittany Nixon, faces charges of involuntary manslaughter and felony child abuse. Her bond, a cool $500,000, $500,000. Y'all try not to throw things at the radio. Last week, EMS workers responded to a home in the rural community of Grandy to a report of an unresponsive baby. The infant died a short time after arriving at the hospital. Here's the next line got my attention while I was reading the story right up front. I was already mad. Narcotics and criminal investigators are working this case. Oh, really? Merritt has an extensive record for possessing, selling, and trafficking in narcotics. The mama, Ms. Nixon, has a similar record for possession with intent to sell, trafficking in narcotics, as well as a couple dozen convictions for pretense. She was released from prison in 2021. She served time for drug violations that happened while she was on probation. That added 3 months to her sentence. Here's the thing. No other probation checks after her release turned up any violations. Really? So she's been out on probation since December 26th, the day after Christmas. They kept her in prison for Christmas. Good for them. No other probation checks after that release turned up any violations. I don't buy it. Sometime in 2023, based upon the 9 months deal, she gets herself pregnant and this year gives birth. And a week ago, her baby dies and she faces charges while the narcotics guys conduct a further investigation. I care less about her future. I don't care about the scumbag she was hooked up with. A baby has died while in the hands of a longtime drug user and dealer, a trafficking individual. There are times when probation officers need to spend some more time with people with extensive drug records when they have babies. You understand what I'm saying here?
Yes.
Those babies do not stand a chance unless the state steps in. I would love to know what was shown on the hospital records that no one can see without legal papers. Now, let me go further. North Carolina has 14-1. First of all, they're charged with misdemeanors up there so far, right? In connection with felonies.
Explain further.
Felony child abuse.
Right.
Punishable the same as premeditated murder. It can apply in felony child abuse cases that result in death if the accused person's hands are used to cause the death of the child, whether that death was intentional or not. Nixon, the mama, is charged with involuntary manslaughter, for which she prescribed the prescribed punishment in North Carolina for involuntary manslaughter is a whopping 13 months confinement. Coincidentally, the same amount of total time she spent behind bars for all of the drug charges, multiple felonies for trafficking and more, along with all of the other charges she's been convicted of. In most of her cases, the vast majority of all of her convictions for felonies and misdemeanors, she received suspended sentence or placed on probation. She did serve one 90-day sentence included in the 13 months total time that she served, because she violated her probation by getting caught and convicted for other crimes while she was on probation. Well, holy moly, imagine.
Real well.
And that, my friends, is the reason that when so many of our liberal legislators running for office bragging about how they are law and order candidates, that we really don't buy their baloney sandwiches not one bit. That's why when prosecutors or judges, those walking on the left side of the streets, who agree to plea deals time and again and again and again for drug traffickers, deals that result in probationary or suspended sentences time and again for people like Brittany Dixon, we look at them and their holy roles as nothing but being part of the problem. It's the reason that the probation and parole system is not working. Officers who work their butts off to rearrest those who have been given too many chances at rehabilitation and refuse to change, they're wasting our money and their time. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry for all the work you're doing, same as I am for all the police officers out there doing the same thing. Your efforts sometimes are futile. It's why we find the state's Department of Corrections ridiculous. Nonviolent drug traffickers. I'm sorry, there's not a drug trafficker in the world who is nonviolent. Even if they get sentenced to prison or routinely turned loose because the bleeding hearts folks out there claim they don't have enough room for people who have broken the laws that we believe earned them time away from the rest of us. Don't even talk with me about parole boards. With that, in disgust, I'll send it up the road for a break. You're live and local. We'll be right back.
Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Home Connections of Beulahville is connecting people with the American dream of home ownership. In addition to single wides, double wides, and modular homes, Home Connections offers custom building and land home packages throughout eastern North Carolina just for you. Whether it be a single wide, double wide, modular home, or custom built dream home, Home Connections will make it happen. Home Connections sincerely wants you to have the American dream, your own home. Home Connections features homes by Clayton with a variety of floor plans and amenities to choose from, and many finance options available. Home Connections can make owning your own home affordable and simple. 50% of new home buyers at Home Connections are through referrals, and references are gladly provided. For your convenience, Home Connections in Beulahville is now open from 9 to 6 Monday through Friday and 9 to 2 on Saturdays. Beautiful homes, friendly staff, and financing. All you need to do now is call Bobby or Reggie, 910-298-3387. That's 910-298-3387, or visit ourhomeconnections.com.
Home Connections, Highway 24, Beulahville, on your way to and from the beach.
For over 40 years, people have trusted Liberty Tire, 1137 Gum Branch Road, not only for tires and tire service, but also auto and truck repair as well. Being locally owned and operated as your hometown Bridgestone Firestone dealer, at Liberty Tire, dependability and personal service is your number one priority. Being a state-of-the-art facility and using the latest technology, Liberty Tire guarantees all their work. It's simple. If you bought tires without pricing us first, you pay too much. Liberty Tire, 1137 Gum Branch Road, Jacksonville, for all your tire needs. Phone 910-346-665.
Mills International Incorporated, your local Cub Cadet dealer, is ready for summer. And you should be too, with the Cub Cadet Ultima Series. Come today and see how these zero-turn mowers have stepped up control, with traditional lap to a familiar steering wheel experience. Four-wheel control provides precision, maneuverability, and stability on a variety of terrains, including hills up to 20 degrees. Adjustable automotive-inspired high back seat lets you comfortably cut at your maximum speed, while a heavy-duty mowing deck powers your yard for a premium cut. Combine steering wheel control with premium features of the Cub Cadet Ultima Series, and you get a zero-turn mower ready to unlock the possibilities of your lawn. Head to your local Cub Cadet dealer, Mills International Incorporated, at 801 South Queen Street, Kinston, for exceptional offers, expert advice, and a superior service.
Looking for a job? Full-time? Part-time? Il Cigno Italiano Restaurant wants you. We're currently hiring for hostesses, servers, bartenders, and dishwashers. Il Cigno Italiano is a family-owned, fast-paced restaurant that offers the best in fine dining on the Crystal Coast. If you're hardworking, reliable, professional, and have a desire to always strive for better, we want to talk great money and be a part of an outstanding, dedicated team. Il Cigno Italiano on West Corbett Avenue in Swansboro.
Attention property owners, are you fed up with bad tenants, under market rents, and late payments? At Fountain Management, we provide unrivaled levels of expertise and all the tools and services you need to make owning a rental property easy and profitable. Are you ready to talk about taking the management of your real estate investment to the next level? Well, contact us today. Fountain Management, 910-455-1609. We will make owning your rental property simple and rewarding.
When you need comforting, who do you call? An old friend, right? Jacksonville Heating Contractors services the heating and cooling needs of our area with dependable quality train systems, guaranteeing indoor comfort for your home or business. In addition to quality train systems, Jacksonville Heating Contractors offers 24-hour emergency service, NATE certified technicians, and over 50 years of experience and service you can trust. And with a Jacksonville Heating Contractor service agreement, you never pay retail for heating or cooling services and receive priority scheduling. Remember, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And in New Bern, you can call Trent Heating and Air Conditioning 252-633-2200. In Morehead City, Air Heating and Cooling 252-247-1122. If you need service or repairs, just call an old friend. Jacksonville Heating Contractors, an independent train dealer. It's hard to stop a train. For deals on train systems and more, visit anoldfriend.com or call 910-347-2843. Freedom 97.1 WSME.
It's live and local real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Okay, I'm back. You know, many years ago, I happened to be riding with a state trooper down there in New Hanover County. It's as another cop from another jurisdiction, we always did things like that just for fun. They would come by, pick us up. They did there, and they did in Jacksonville, Onslow County when I was here before too. They liked the company, and I like to do the ride-alongs. In being law enforcement, you could do that without too much problem. And there was one day that stopped a car, and the guy tried to duck. He clocked him. The trooper clocked him on 421. I mean, zipping through. He's from out of state. And the trooper turned around on him, 421, caught up with him, but he had tried to duck and go down a power line road, right? Down to an area.
Yes.
Unfortunately for him, there was a cable across the road. He could go for just about, 50 feet. That was it. He just didn't see it from the road when he turned in there. Got pulled up behind him, blue lights on, and all that sort of good stuff. And he said, well, I didn't see you. I didn't know you were there. Didn't you?
Yeah,
Where were you going? And so he got his license, and he wanted to put up a little dispute about he was here, and he was looking for it to settle here and settle in New Hanover County and build a big business here in New Hanover County. That was the story that he was given. And so troopers wrote him a citation for 75 and a 55 or whatever it was, something ridiculous that he was doing. So he said, he gave it to him to sign. And let me do this one thing. When they give you a citation to sign, it's a courtesy thing. Kind of, you admit that you're going to come take care of the citation. Either you will go to a magistrate if applicable, or you're going to court for your day.
You've not admitted guilt to the
you
charge.
don't admit anything. That means you got the ticket.
That's
okay?
right.
That's all that means.
Correct.
He said he wasn't going to sign it. Trooper closed the book and he said, okay, I have two options here. One is put you in jail. The other is put you in jail. I'm going to take you downtown. I'll place you under arrest. I'll take you downtown, and you can see the bondsman or whoever you want to get and pay a bond to get out of jail.
My goodness. Well, my question is, though, why would you take him to jail? Did I miss something? I mean, he
wasn't going to sign the ticket.
But I thought you didn't have to sign the ticket.
Yes, you did then.
Oh, you did then. Okay.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
You don't have to sign it.
Right.
But the option for the trooper was to take him to jail.
Gotcha.
So
okay.
That's what was going to happen.
All right.
So anyway, it got to the courthouse and to the court because the guy demanded a trial immediately today.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, the trooper called me and I went on down there to be a witness for him. And I told what I saw because he denied that the trooper ever put blue lights on, which was a mistake. I
love these people.
But anyway, the bottom line was the Judge Johnny Walker at the bench, and he said, "Are you trying to tell me that one of my state troopers lied?" Oh, that did not go over well. A mob of Turkish nationalists attacked my U.S. Marines in western Turkey on Monday, resulting in the arrest of 15 people. It gets personal, as it did with the judge. It gets personal when you attack our U.S. Marines. The incident took place in Izmir, which is located on Turkey's Aegean coast. In a statement, the Izmir governor's office said the assailants belong to the Youth Union of Turkey, which is connected to the nationalist Vatan Party, whatever that is. The governor said that the victims who were assigned to the USS Wasp were physically attacked. The service members were identified as soldiers, but the authorities there said they were soldiers. Well, they make that mistake all the time.
Yes, they do.
They are U.S. Marines. They're our U.S. Marines.
That's right.
This is getting personal. The footage also shows an attacker throwing a plastic bag onto a victim's head as the crowd chanted, "Yankee, go home."
Yankee, go home.
5 U.S. service members intervened during the incident, and authorities eventually arrested all 15 of the men who attacked the Marines, our Marines. The U.S. Embassy in Turkey confirmed the incident in a statement published on social media on Monday and said that the Marines are safe. Yay, good thing. In a statement obtained by Reuters, the Youth Union of Turkey said the attack was deserved and criticized U.S. support of Israel. Don't go messing with our
Don't
Marines.
mess with our Marines.
We'll take it personal. You're live and local, Real Talk Freedom, 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
WSME. W246
Fox News, I'm CJ Papa. President Biden will deliver remarks later today at the kickoff event of the Investing in America content series. A threat from Hamas with a new directive coming out overnight.
Militants guarding the hostages in Gaza had been given new instructions about what to do if Israeli forces approach. They insinuated that more hostages would be killed if the IDF tries to rescue them.
Fox's Trey Yanks in Tel Aviv. Students returned to class at Columbia University today.
Anti-Israel protesters have already returned to campus over the past few days, marching around the school, hurling pro-Palestinian chants. The school was a hub for these protests last year, and the Anti-Semitism Task Force says there is an urgent need for change, including improved anti-bias training and a new system for reporting anti-Semitism.
Fox's Brooke Seaman reporting. America's listening to Fox News.
Freedom 97.1
WSME.
It's live and local. Real talk.
Okay, the people, that phone call that you heard ringing in the background, I'm changing my recipe. I'm changing what I'm cooking for Men Who Cook on the 14th. Y'all bring it on. I got a supply of raw stuff coming today, and I'll be preparing it and getting ready for the 14th. So should I tell them what I'm going to do now? Here's what my recipe is going to be. I got a bunch of green peanuts coming today, so I'm going to be boiling some peanuts.
I love boiled
as soon as I can
peanuts.
get a couple of buckets full of salt.
One small little bag is all I need.
I'm going to be boiling peanuts, but I'm going to do something different.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And
I'm going to throw some shrimps in there with them.
Really?
Shrimps and peanuts. Why not? I might even add some boiled corn to it.
Never heard of that.
Well, it's a new invention of mine.
Okay.
I got to win this thing.
Why don't you just throw some Obey in there instead?
I don't give away all of my dang secrets.
I've
would
got
you,
a
girl?
story for you, and you're going to
Good.
start scratching when I tell you this.
Please.
Riverside High School in Durham.
Bugs.
First day of school. Laptops, the Chromebooks, were passed out to the students. Little did the school know at the time, they were infested with bed bugs.
How do you get bed bugs on a laptop?
Well, the bed bugs, they like the warmth from, I don't know, because they're not even turned on, but they were in the media center, and somehow they got bed bugs in there, which got into the Chromebooks, which the
sleeping in
kids
that
took
media
home.
center?
The
Oh,
kids took home.
They spread the pleasure, did they?
Yes. So, can you imagine?
What
First
county
thing
was
a
this?
kid's going to do, this is Riverside High School in Durham, North Carolina.
Okay, y'all stay up there.
And can you imagine? You get home and, being a kid, first thing you're going to do is plug it in and open it up. A little bed bug crawls out onto your couch.
Would
or
you
your
get the
bed.
sheriff on the line, please? We need to put some guards at the border here in Onslow County. Nobody from Durham can come this way.
Yeah,
You're scratching and I'm scratching now.
They conceal themselves in tiny crevices and openings in laptops and other electronics, but they will eventually emerge in the search of a blood host. So they're looking for a human to bite. Look, when my mother lived in the senior apartments that she lived in when she was alive, they were duplexes, and her neighbor had brought in a futon.
Oh, no.
From God knows where, and put it into his bedroom.
Oh.
Well, it was infested. And of course, they have the adjoining wall. So everybody in that duplex section had bed bugs.
Oh, no.
And at the
No.
time that she was notified about it,
Too late.
I had just picked up her laundry and had it in a basket on my kitchen table.
Oh,
And
no,
as soon as she told me,
Threw it outside.
I went looking through it, and sure enough, there was a bed bug in it.
Did you look through it inside the house?
No, all I did was just lift one piece of clothing and I could see one. So I threw it in the dryer because she's put in the dryer under hot temperature for 40 minutes. It kills them.
I got a better solution. Can of lighter fluid in the backyard.
Look, they had
You can go
to
buy some
treat
new stuff.
those apartments over there twice. And what they do, you have to evacuate, and then you have to go in and put all your stuff out in the open in tubs and stuff, empty your drawers, and they do a heat treatment on there.
Gotcha.
And it takes most of the day. It's a mess. But I'd be so mad if my child brought home a laptop from the school, and not saying it's the school's fault, but because it's very expensive to have your house treated.
Yeah. Well, I think probably you're going to have to look for some emergency funds for that.
Well, back then, when she was going through all that, of course, she didn't have to pay for it. The apartment complex did because it was HUD sponsored anyway. But I know at the time we were checking, I started checking just in case I had to have it. $2,500 then. So I don't know what it would be now. And you've got to leave for the day. And when you come back, when they let you back in, oh gosh, it takes like 24 hours to get your house cooled back down. It's horrible. It's horrible.
Is there a logical person out there within range that's not concerned about the rogue operations going on in Iran or Iran or Iran or whatever? That's the nation where most everyone hates us, and they hate Israel too. I've been convinced for a long time that the United States would be in for a rough go if Iran could actually launch some nasty stuff in our direction. Not sure how much nuclear power they have. A lot of their electrical power grids distribute electricity produced by nuclear energy. We know that. That's a good cover, no doubt. Then we learned that they're ready to put a converted freighter into action. It's been modified to serve as a launch platform for unmanned drone weapons of war. Even with the less sophisticated nuclear weapons that Iran likely has, carried from a ship not too many miles from this country via drones to a city near you. Are you worried? For long-range missiles like those that could be launched from Russia or North Korea, we're pretty ready to take them out before they can reach our shores. At least that's what elements of tells us. But when a ship sailing the high seas loaded with armed drones, a short flight away from targets here in America, I'm not so convinced we have the wherewithal to protect our shores from foreign intervention of that type. Once that drone aircraft carrier, and that's what it looks like, by the way, sets course for a place we love, is the time to send the entire boat, complete with all of its drones, to the bottom with a triple tap. Better than having to hope we're able to intercept 100 different drones coming our way all at once. All it takes is for one of them to get through. We could call this a preemptive strike if you want to. Just don't let it anywhere near our waters. Jeez.
It's
whatever.
heating up.
It is heating up.
What do
And-
we have around the corner?
Whatever. We got everything.
We have 9/11 right around the corner.
I've already predicted that one.
Mm.
You ever heard of Halifax County?
Know it well, yes.
There's a little town in Halifax County called Halifax. The
Okay.
county rescue folks recovered the body of a man yesterday. They believe a man who may have stolen a car over the weekend. The body of 26-year-old Mohammed Bibiani,
Good enough.
from Parkton, North Carolina, was found in the Roanoke River yesterday.
Oof.
He was reported missing by his family Saturday. Deputies had gone to his house to talk about him fitting the description of a man who stole a car from a Dollar General store in Halifax earlier Saturday. That car was found Sunday in town. How he ended up in the river is suspicious and under investigation. Okay.
It's just
Put the thinking cap on that one. How did that happen? They go into the family's house, and the family says, we don't know where he is. He's not home. He's 26 years old. He disappeared. Apparently stole a car because a bunch of people saw him.
wow.
Then they find a car somewhere else in town. And they found his body yesterday. Why were they looking in the river? See, these stories out here leave a lot to be explained. It's not, we don't go out there to get the stories themselves from the sources that originate. Then we go
Right.
to the news people that put them out there. This is another sadly missing story.
That is so strange. Well, I'm sure that they're going to uncover,
Something.
Yes.
A California family is mourning a mother of 3 and the grandmother of 7 who died weeks after she was hospitalized in critical condition due to injuries she suffered. You ready for this one?
No.
Several weeks ago, a month ago, she and her husband driving along. A dude jumps from an overpass and landed on her car.
What?
Margarita Novella Galindo, 59 years old, her husband Florencio Galindo were headed out of town August 9th, a month ago in Los Angeles. A man jumped off an overpass, landed on the passenger side of the couple's car. David Galindo, the couple's son, said that the man apparently intended to commit suicide, crashed through the car's windshield and landed on his mother. She was hospitalized in critical condition, died
Oh,
last
gosh.
Wednesday, nearly 3 weeks after the incident.
Oh, well, listen to this.
Don't know the status of the guy. They don't say that either in their story.
Well, listen to this. I've got one for you that's really bizarre. This happened Sunday. Joe Cornelius, Sr., 82, former mayor in Louisiana, and his adult daughter, Keisha Miles, 31, were found dead Sunday morning after officers were dispatched to the former official's home in Minden, a city of nearly 12,000 east of Shreveport, Louisiana. A 10-year-old boy is in custody after he confessed to fatally shooting
that.
them.
That's
10
disgusting.
years old.
Shot them both.
Shot them both. He's a relative, but they've not given out any more information on that as to how.
Folks, secure your guns, number one. Number two, even if you've got kids and you've got guns around the house, inadvertently at some point in time, nosy little kids, curious little boogers that they are, will go looking.
Oh, he's being held on 2 counts of first-degree murder, 10 years
He
old.
can't be tried for it. But
Well,
I mean,
right, exactly right. But then again, I don't know
they've
what's
got him-
happening in
they've got him-
Louisiana.
They've got
but-
him confined. That's which is good until they can do something. What occurred? What happened? I don't know. Does he play cowboys and Indians? I don't know. Does he have any toy guns? I don't know. Do they look like real guns? I don't know. That's always been a pet peeve of mine anyway. The toy guns, not so much. But the people who buy
10 years
pellet guns that look like a Glock or a Sig Sauer or whatever, a BB gun, no. First of all, they should not be manufactured unless they have their barrels painted red or unless the gun is painted red. It does not need to look like a real gun. There have been kids killed by police officers. One in Myrtle Beach that I recall vividly because I was kind of involved. Police officers go to a motel room in the middle of the night. Loud party call or some kind of a loud disturbance, as I recall. They open the door. It's dark, and a kid jumps out from behind a bed in a darkened room with a gun. And they killed him.
Yeah.
For the sake of a BB gun that somebody thought would be cool to own, number one. And number two, somebody thought it was cool to build it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the world has changed so much.
Yeah.
It's changed. I don't even like going out at night. I just, and I don't feel captive, but
no.
I just feel like, why do I want to put myself out there? Coming home from the ball game Friday night, I get down to the end of your road and the road right next to you, and it's all blocked off by JPD officers, blue lights
Don't
everywhere.
know what was going on.
Have no clue. It was raining. It was dark. I'm trying to turn around on a
I
narrow
wonder
road.
they didn't come chasing you down.
I was like, Lord, have
Maybe it
mercy.
was a DWI checkpoint. Do you know?
No, I don't
Not in
think
the
so.
rain, I guess
don't
not.
think so.
I hope not.
But the way they were parked, I don't know if they had somebody pulled at gunpoint, whatever. I just got out of there. And then when I came off a Country Club Road and turned onto Western, I almost got T-boned. The person missed me by inches.
Ouch.
And he missed me because I gunned it. I squealed tires, but I gunned it and got out of the way. But I'm like, what is wrong with people? So I don't go out at night,
Late at night, raining, not good.
Yes, it's crazy.
All right, we'll take a break, do a little bit of weather. We'll be back. And then got something that's going on that happened. Been waiting for it. I've been waiting for it, involving TV, reality shows.
Oh.
You're live and local, Real Talk Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
WSME.
If you are looking to purchase a pre-owned car, truck, or SUV without the high pressure, Onslow County Motor Company, 1639 Lejeune Boulevard, may be the dealership for you. At Onslow County Motor Company, they want to help you buy a car, truck, or SUV, not just sell you one. Buying a car, truck, or SUV should be enjoyable, and the folks at Onslow County Motor Company will do their best in making your car buying experience fun and relaxed. Check out their inventory online at ocmc.us or visit them at 1639 Lejeune Boulevard. All vehicles are hand-selected, and a standard warranty comes with most vehicles, with extended warranties available, and Carfax is free. Stop by and visit Ben, Brandon, Travis, or Terry. They will gladly answer all your questions about a particular model. Financing? Well, Zeke will finance most anybody. Great selection, great people. Onslow County Motor Company, 1639 Lejeune Boulevard, Jacksonville, where customers send their friends.
Call today, 910-355-7066.
When you're shopping for insurance, you might say, "What? Huh?"
I'm so over this.
But what you really need to say is something that could actually help.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When you get a local State Farm agent, they can help make it easy and help you choose the coverage you need. Plus, they're available online, over the phone, or even in person.
I'm so into this.
David Hall, State Farm Agent, Jacksonville. Call today, 910-455-0440.
If you're looking for a home, or perhaps you want to sell your house, why would you not pick a realtor that knows Eastern North Carolina? Candy Brown Thompson has lived her entire life in this area and knows the territory like the back of her hand. She's a realtor with Century 21 Champion in Jacksonville and is known as a professional that will do everything possible to find the right home to meet your needs. It matters not whether you're looking for a small starter home or you're ready will stick her neck out and check out homes throughout the eastern part of the state. Known to look high and low and show you as many houses as you want until you have found the perfect house you can turn into a home. Throughout the process, she'll treat you with grace, kindness, and integrity, and you'll love her sense of humor. For a realtor dedicated to her clients, give Candy Brown Thompson of Century 21 Champion a call at 910-787-5600. That's 910-787-5600.
Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning, your trusted local Carrier indoor weather team. Serving all of your heating and air conditioning needs since 1967, now offers commercial financing and residential financing as low as 0%. With hurricane season here, be prepared with a Generac generator for your home or business. Humphrey Heating and Air has Generac generators in stock, ready to install today. Humphrey Heating and Air also does residential and commercial plumbing, air duct cleaning for better breathing, and services all brands of HVAC. Turn to the Carrier experts, Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning. With locations in Jacksonville and Hempstead, visit online humphreyheating.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning since 1967. Relax, we're on the way.
It's live and local real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Today's Marine Weather Forecast brought to you by Community Prevention Services of Jacksonville. This may shock you, but did you know? I did not know this. This seems to be pretty high, but wow. 1 in 5 high school kids, youth, say they have seriously considered suicide. That is just not acceptable.
That is not.
Did you know that 4 out of 10 high school students say they feel hopeless or sad every day? 40% of the high school students that are going to school today feel hopeless or sad. They're too young to feel either one. In 2023, last year, 53.7% of our youth suffering from depression in North Carolina did not get treatment due to a lack of access. That is not acceptable, and we better be doing more. Here in Jacksonville, they're lucky. They have some help. It's available. If your child or even a child you know, maybe a grandchild, a nephew, a niece, a neighbor, exhibits signs of depression, do you have a clue how to get help? Have you sought treatment for them? Have you talked with their parents, if it's not yours? Maybe you, as so many others, don't know where to turn. I have some advice. There is luck here. You are lucky here in Onslow County. Community Prevention Services treats youth for depression and other issues. You can call them to make an appointment, 910-353-0972. You want to get more information? Call them, 910-353-0972. They're locally owned and operated, not a chain operation. You don't have to get orders from headquarters in Durham or in San Francisco or anywhere else. Is right here in Jacksonville at 918 Henderson Drive. That's how local they are. Don't wait. You child the help they need today.
Yes.
Got a small craft advisories in effect throughout the today, tomorrow, and until Thursday night. Yow. Northeasterly winds today, 25 to 30 with occasional gust of 40 knots. Seas 5 to 8 feet, 3 to 5 near shore. Sounds and rivers very rough. Northeasterly winds on Wednesday, 15 to 20, gust to 25, seas 4 to 6 feet. Sounds and rivers choppy. And on Thursday, northeasterly winds around 15 knots. Seas again 4 to 5. 2 to 4 near shore coming down. That's looking better. Hopefully towards the weekend. We'll know more tomorrow. Sounds and rivers, a moderate chop.
And today is mostly sunny with a high near 82, northeast wind 10 to 15 miles per hour with gusts as high as 25. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a low around 66. Wednesday, a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Partly sunny with a high near 83. And Thursday, a 40% chance of afternoon showers, mostly cloudy with a high near 82.
You know, there are a lot of...
Fake fall again. Don't fall for it.
Yeah, don't fall for it. There are a lot of reality shows, and for some reason, the show Cops, way back when,
right?
It caused a bunch of them,
right,
to form up.
Mm-hmm.
You watch one on a regular basis called
On Patrol Live.
There's another one called Live PD.
That's the same show. It was Live PD and then changed its name.
I've been waiting for this one to happen. Ever wondered why those reality police-oriented TV shows seem to have cops surrounding a house, guns drawn to take down a guy who's just sitting around watching TV without a clue what all the fuss is about?
Mm-hmm.
Dateline, 4 years ago, down in South Carolina. Kirk Gaskins was arrested at his home on Live PD in March 2020 when police said they were serving a warrant. However, documents showed that there was no warrant issued for any violent offense regarding Gaskins. In the lawsuit, Gaskins stated that Berkeley County deputies arrested him in his home, but never told him why. Spent the night in jail. The next day, he appeared for a bond hearing. The judge said, "What? I can't put you on bond because there are no charges against you. No warrants."
No warrants.
And ordered him released. His lawsuit, however, stated Gaskins wasn't released because the Berkeley County Detention Center found a warrant from Charleston County for unpaid child support. They didn't cut him loose. They found a warrant from another county for unpaid child support, so they kept him in jail. The suit said the only warrant was from 2019 for receiving money and then not doing the job that he promised he was going to do, but he was never told about that warrant.
Right.
Didn't even know it existed. Apparently they knew where he lived because they came and visited his home with a bunch of TV cameras around for live PD. No. Gaskins said he never committed any crime involving violence, and the police surrounding his home with guns drawn was only to portray him as a dangerous criminal playing for the TV cameras. Mr. Gaskins filed a lawsuit. He's $40,000 richer today. Maybe he can pay his child support bills. Police agencies do not need to get into bed with TV reality shows. Bad stuff. It's not unusual for news teams to wait in an area when big-time takedowns are going down. We know that. Mm-hmm. They go and they wait it, they stake it out. That's news, not entertainment TV. Completely different story. When an event is staged, a host of lawmen surrounding a house for a non-violent man on a questionable arrest takedown, all for the sake of an entertainment show? No, not good, and it can be expensive. It can also be very dangerous. The community should be happy that they got off paying out such a little amount of money. I would have thought that it could have been in the millions and millions of dollars. It probably should have been. Don't do that. I know we won't do that around here.
Well, I will say I enjoy the show.
Good. It's
and
entertainment.
I'm an avid follower. And if I ever go to Richland County in South Carolina, I'm going to make sure I put the pedal to the metal and hope that Captain Brown stops me. Just saying.
No kin to me.
No kin to you.
Oh my God! These things have gotten completely out of control. When they go in and they stage an event using a lot of sworn police officers, you don't know what kind of a situation you're going to create by being there.
Well,
You understand that?
I will tell you, watching the show over the years, it used to be live PD. But then when COVID came out and hit everything so hard, they backed off
They
for a
hit the
while.
wrong house. Or when they did the wrong thing at this house too.
Oh, yeah. Well, I have seen actual, and this is live at the time, I have seen when they've responded to calls at a house, was given that address, et cetera, and then come to find out there was nothing there, wrong house or whatever, because bad information. But I will say on the show, whenever there's a situation that's really, really super serious, they won't continue the camera on it for the viewers to watch. Their newsmen are still recording it. And even a shooting, they will not show the person that's been shot or wounded. Same thing with accidents. They're very careful. No, really, you ought to sit down and watch it one time.
I watched one of those one time. I said, "This is a staged event. I don't like it."
These aren't staged.
Yeah, they are.
No, they're not.
If they put cameras out there rolling for entertainment
This
purposes,
is live, right?
They put cameras out there rolling for entertainment purposes. It's staged.
I disagree.
It's staged. Otherwise, they wouldn't be there.
Yes.
It has to be staged.
Well, these cameramen stay with them all week long. They only go live on weeknights. But, man, some of the high-speed chases, some of the dogs, the canine capture, with the canines going out after somebody in the woods.
I don't mind watching after the fact things that are going down. That's fine. They're controlled. It's recorded. I don't with live stuff is a dangerous thing. First of all, let's just suppose the dude sitting back there in his house. Let's suppose he is really a bad guy. But suppose he's a bad guy and you suddenly see the TV cameras come on and you happen to be watching that TV station.
Right.
Whoops. By the way, now there are 3 X's up there. We got
What?
triple X
What?
rated, happened at 8 o'clock.
We've had a birth.
Again.
We have had a birth.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
We got 3 X's. Okay, we'll talk about that in a minute.
Sure. Well, you know what? Is that a color on the edge of the coast of Africa?
It's an X yellow.
Not coming off of it yet, but isn't there? I can't tell if that's
That's too
land or
far away.
another. Yeah. Right. I'll have to bring it up on the computer. I enjoy the show. I will say they do have a delay in their filming, so if something really super bad happened, they could cut cameras. But
How about if the guy sees what's going on and he decides to go grab his gun and start shooting?
they're not going to show that. They
Well,
will
showing
not
it,
show
but they
that.
caused it.
You're old school.
No, I'm realistic.
Hey, it's only 3. I'm looking at the National Hurricane Center right now on the computer. It's just 3, but from here on the edge of your computer, on the edge of Africa, there, it almost looked like there was something there.
The one that is out there in the middle of the South Atlantic right now,
Yes.
in between Africa and the Windward Islands, it's just apparently just
Doesn't show much formation.
formed up.
Right.
It just started, and it's got right now 10% chance of doing anything over
Right.
the next 7 days. The one out there just off the coast of Africa that came off earlier, it's got a 40% chance of forming up over the next 7 days. The one that's out there in the Caribbean,
Yep.
It's got a 40% chance of forming up over the next week. So
All
we
right.
got 2 of them next week. Watch out!
I'm sure if
Gonna happen
you
somewhere.
keep up with our page, Rayford does excellent job.
When they
at-
become more likely to be something, I'm not going to post
Yes.
every 6
Right,
hours.
right.
Right now, it's just a little
But you
bit.
do an excellent job at
Thank
putting it out there to where
Well, I
people.
try to explain it a
Yes,
little
you
bit so
do.
that people can understand it, because sometimes those all those guys, I like them, but they speak weather geek, and I have to learn to translate it.
Mhm.
If you can't reach the voters with your cackle, why don't you try a different accent?
Oh, Lord.
Kamala's critics
Well, come on down.
jumped all over her yesterday, Labor Day, while she was campaigning in Motor City. Harris raised eyebrows during her Labor Day rally in Detroit,
Right.
unveiling her what critics call a new accent.
Right.
Those are the critics. She's apparently got 6 or 7 of them now. I don't have a problem with that. That guy, Rich Little, had a bunch of them. He could do a ton of accents. We got a young man right over here and works at the sheriff's office here, John Michael. He can do a ton of accents as well.
Yes,
Most of
he
them are
does.
cartoon characters. And apparently, some of the people said that the accent that she chose yesterday sounded like Leghorn, the cartoon character. Harris spent her Monday holiday, hoping to shore up blue-collar union workers in the critical battleground state that she wants to keep blue in November. She said, you better thank a union member for the 5-day work week. You better thank a union member for sick leave. You better thank a union member for paid leave. You better thank a union member for vacation time. That's what she said to the group.
Right.
As expected, Trump's campaign folks were all over that one. Trump senior advisor Stephen Miller reacted, "This is her 7th new accent in 4 weeks. She has literally never used this accent before. She grew up in Canada. Phoniest politician in all of politics." Come on, guys. Come on. Wake up. Loosen up. Maybe there is more than one Kamala. Have you thought about that? Maybe she has
don't
stand-ins. At
Let's
least
not
it
go
keeps
there.
Americans busy while some parts of the world is crumbling. The cartel sending enough fentanyl across the border to kill more than 100,000 Americans every year. And don't worry about those 2 astronauts who are stuck, or is it lost, in space. Maybe they'll celebrate Valentine's Day floating around the space station. No big deal. They'll come home to a new president. Hopefully they'll come home to a new president.
Hopefully they'll come home is the
Well,
first issue.
Yep. That's the whole point. Okay. Why don't we go ahead and take an early break? You're right. And if you want to chat with us, now's your time. You can try our telephone number, and if it works, that's cool. We'll take your call, 910-333-0139. If you or two of you trying to call, the first one that gets through will get through on that telephone line. The second one won't get through. It'll just ring and ring and ring. You'll have to hang up until we finish with that caller. Or if you want to be assured of a good quality, great quality, then you can send Lee a text message at 910-330-0222. I'm looking over my glasses at you.
That's correct.
Boy, 910-330-0222. And send her a text message. Give her your name and telephone. We'll call you back. If you want us to try email, you can send her an email. Put little hearts around it. She'll get it that way faster. 910. Lee, Leec, as in Chucky, Barrows, Barrows @gmail.com. Or you can go to Facebook Messenger and send her one there.
I'd rather it be Carrie.
Carrie? Well, no, that gets confusing. There could be a K involved.
No, Carrie, the
I know
crazy
what it
Carrie.
means.
Yes.
But anyway, Lee C.
like
Barrows @gmail.com. And we'll be right back. You're live and local, Real Talk, Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
Onslow County, this is your Freedom 97.1 E.
Moorhead Motor Company, 5050 Highway 70 West, Moorhead City, is selling cars like candy bars because they always give sweet deals. Moorhead Motor Company has the car, truck, or SUV that you are looking for because they have the largest selection in Eastern North Carolina with interest rates as low as 4.85%. What's more, Moorhead Motor Company gives a $750 discount to all military and first responders. Moorhead Motor Company is a full-service dealer, complete with service and tire department. Moorhead Motor Company, 5050 Highway 70 West, Moorhead City, selling cars like candy bars. Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro can save you money on your automobile insurance with new options that are available now. Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro goes the extra mile to make sure you are in good hands, like helping you customize your auto, home, and windstorm coverage with their Write Your Own Home policy. Yes, save even more when you bundle your home, auto, boat, motorcycle, and even your golf cart. Remember, if it rolls or floats, call Tammy for a quote. You and everything you own are in good hands with Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro. Save more money on your automobile insurance today with Tammy Fry Allstate. Phone 910-326-5383 today. Tammy Fry Allstate, 638 West Corbett Avenue in the friendly city by the sea, Swansboro. Mohawk All Pet Protection and Warranty is the only cover protection and warranty for all pets, all accidents, all the time. Because your pets are family members too. No matter how you live, we've got you covered. Soft, luxurious, smart strand forever clean carpet. Gorgeous, durable, Solitech luxury vinyl tile. Mohawk has the ultimate floor for every room in your home that's suitable for all pets. For details, contact Watkins Floor Covering online at WatkinsNewFloor.com. Watkins Floor Covering, thanking you for voting them the best of the best for 2023 in the flooring covering and carpet cleaning category. Watkins Floor Covering, they're more than just floors. It's custom showers, custom tubs, carpet cleaning, backsplashes, bathrooms, commercial, retail, and home flooring too. Watkins Floor Covering, family owned and operated since 1997 with locations in Jacksonville and Surf City. Watkins Floor Covering, you stand on it, we stand behind it.
For 40 years now, people throughout Jacksonville and Onslow County have trusted Barnes Diamond Gallery for all their jewelry needs for every special occasion. They understand that every day is a special event for someone, whether celebrating a wedding, anniversary, birthday, engagement, or graduation. Let Barnes Diamond Gallery custom design something for you. Barnes Diamond Gallery does on-site repair in addition to their quality and selection of diamonds, diamond fashion bands, pendants, watches, earrings, gemstone rings, and necklaces for anyone for any occasion. Major credit cards accepted. Layaway available. Barnes Diamond Gallery offers appraisals and paid top market prices for gold and silver. Barnes Diamond Gallery, 461 Western Boulevard, Suite 120, Jacksonville, open 9:30 to 5:30, Monday through Friday.
Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry, where we love to make you smile. Now proud to be working with Doctors Kim and Tommy Morgan, formerly Morgan Family Dentistry. The Jacksonville and Richlands Morgan offices of Lane & Associates Family Dentistry blends the latest technology with personal care and attention, so you have an amazing dental experience. The offices of Lane & Associates welcome all ages and accepts all major insurances, including military. Lane & Associates Family Dentistry has been serving the state of North Carolina for over 40 years, with 2 locations in Jacksonville, Richlands, and Maysville. Call for an appointment today at 877-LANE-DDS or online at lanedds.com. Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry.
Have you gotten your copy of Topsail Times newspaper this week? If not, did you know that Topsail Times is Topsail area's only local newspaper in print? Started a little over a year ago, we now have over 1,500 online subscribers and 5,000 printed copies that go out every 2 weeks. And we never charge our readers. Information should be free to our readers, and we stick by that. Looking for an idea for date? Want to learn some local history? How about asking a veterinarian about your pet? These things and more are available in each copy of the Topsail Times newspaper. Want to get the word out about your business? We offer great rates for full color ads, and the online paper version is always included for free. Need help designing the perfect ad? We can do that too. We're always looking for human interest stories, so start writing. And we love local photos too. Check out our website at topsailtimes.net, where you can find out where to pick up a copy or check out our latest publication online.
It's live and local. Real Talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
Okay, we're back live and local Real Talk. Push this button, push this button, push your button. Hey, Bill, how are you?
Good. How are you this morning?
Oh, we're hanging in here.
Doing
How are you
great.
doing? Everything good?
I was calling. I had gotten a summons to go to jury duty recently. And it made me think a couple things where when they present courts for the jurors, and you may have seen this, and I guess it's sort of a question too for you and some of your dealings, that have you ever seen where worksheets have been done up for the jurors where it addresses the charge and then like the components or elements of the charge? So as people get questioned, that the prosecutor addresses the different components of the charge as they're doing their questioning, etc. And then basically may even state what component they're doing as they're doing it, so that the jurors can, do it on a worksheet, which witness, and then which components they hit in the questioning, so that at the end of it, they can do make a good judgment. Have all the things been addressed, or is this a lesser charge? And it just made me wonder, being there, that just if you've ever encountered that, so that when it goes for review, it's a faster review, and all the notes from the jurors are hot.
So you're talking about the kind of like the public information, the stuff that's already out there that's been presented, that would be presented in court. You have a breakdown of all of that?
Yeah, it's just that
like the official charges.
I given like a worksheet kind of thing where the charge and the elements are all listed, and as the court is presenting the case, they address this part of the charge, with each witness, and you have other sheets for each witness, and then if if something is discredited by the defense, you can note that it's been discredited, so it help have a come up with make sure it is a good judgment that the juries have made, and it makes it easier for them.
Well, I have not. I'm not familiar with any of that because, first of all, they don't let me sit on juries for some reason or another. I keep volunteering. I said I can be a one-man jury, and you don't have to put all these other people out. I can do it all by myself. They don't ever seem to take me up on that offer. I haven't seen that. I would have a few questions, so I'm going to reserve my comments to when we can get the district attorney in here to help explain that one day, because I've never heard of it. Maybe it happens. I guess it did with you.
No, it didn't. And I was thinking of it.
Oh, it's something you would like to see happen.
Oh, I see.
If it, or just it would be a tool for the jurors. I think, like you have a long case. Do you remember what the first three witnesses said in their entirety after a week or 2 weeks of deliberation?
Well, that's what you're supposed to be taking notes for.
Well, yeah, but it would be as it's addressed. Then when the defense does its case, you can go back to this same witness, or here's another witness. Is this discrediting what was said earlier, kind of thing?
Let me give you the problems that I see with that. Handing you a list of defendant Lee C. Barrows and says that she's charged with doing this, and this. Okay, I understand that.
I'm innocent.
I cannot see where the prosecution would have the option of explaining what these charges are all about. This is what she's charged with, period, bottom line. And then, because if you go through anything else and present it to a jury, the members of a jury, each juror may be tainted by what is said right up front when no defense has been brought out. No explanation. They see it in writing, and that's pretty much the same thing as reading it in the newspaper or following the case. That would be a problem.
Yes, it would be.
That'd be prejudicial, I think, very prejudicial.
I'm not sure because as they present the charge and then the components or elements of the charge, that you see it and it's there, and say you get a copy of it, and then you have witnesses, sheets for each witness, and again, as they say, the prosecution addresses the elements of the charge with the witnesses and which ones they've just presented. He's just presented testimony that covers elements 3, 5, and 7 of these charges.
Okay, so you're saying that as you go along throughout the whole trial, this information is typed up and handed to you about what the witnesses said?
Or you have a sheet in front of you, that you write the witness's name down, and then you have the charges on another sheet with all the elements, and as you have one blank one for each witness, and then say the prosecution addresses questions. It says which elements they've addressed in their questioning and the answers, and it's right on another sheet you can look at to make sure that yes, this is what they did.
I think even an effort to try something like that would never even leave the batter's box. Forget about getting to first base, because there will be way too many objections from defense attorneys, and probably rightfully so, because it depends upon who is writing all of this stuff up and presenting it to the jurors. They're presenting their interpretation of what the charges are and their interpretation of what the witness said to verify these certain elements of the charges, as you call them. That would be I might write it up a lot differently than you would if you were back there listening to the same thing. That's why they have 12 jurors to listen and to determine what they all concede are the facts of the case.
See, I was thinking more of it like a form sheet that, again, as these things get addressed, then when the defense either, disputes the evidence and then presents stuff to discredit it, that, again, I'm going to ask now their chance to ask the witness,
Yeah.
And then later they discredit different evidences or different testimonies, but you have it on sheets that are there.
The jury has already heard it. The jury has already heard it because they read it in front of them. And yeah, you can dispute it later on, but that's the same thing that I've always said when the judge says one of the prosecution or the defense lawyer says, I object to that witness and to that statement that's uncalled for, yada, yada, yada. And the judge will turn to the jury and said, sustained, and jurors, you will disregard what you just heard. No, you will not. You cannot unhear what's already been presented.
And if the defense attorney is good enough,
you have to make your judgment 5 days later.
Yep.
And that still sticks in your head, but that discreditation statement doesn't.
Yeah, that's it. So, all right.
But again, if you wrote it on a note to discredit this thing, it's okay. You can't present that.
Well,
Bill, in your notes, but.
Bill, we had we had a hotline put up just for you so we could get you back on the air because we haven't heard from you in about 6 weeks.
I know. Nice to hear from you again, Bill. Unfortunately, we got to go, Bill.
Thank you, Bill. Appreciate it.
Yes. Take care.
All right.
Bye
You too.
Okay.
Turn that mic down, turn this mic up, and do this. You got to take a break right now.
You've got it going.
I got it going, but it's going in the wrong direction sometimes.
See,
You're live and local, Real Talk, Freedom 97.1, 1120 a.m., WSME.
7.1.
The best deal for the grill is at Jones LP Gas and Oil Company each Friday. Every Friday from 8 a.m. till closing at 5, Jones LP Gas and Oil Company will fill your 20-pound LP gas grill cylinder for only $11. You heard that right. Each Friday till closing, you can have your 20-pound LP gas cylinder filled for only $11 at Jones Gas and Oil Company, 3881 Wilmington Highway in heart of Verona. In addition to saving money on your LP gas for the grill, Jones Gas and Oil is your full-service gas and oil company serving residential, commercial, and agricultural gas and oil needs, as well as gas appliances, LP replacement, parts, fill cylinders, and tankless water heaters, and they offer a 10% military discount on installation. Remember to get that cylinder filled every Friday until closing for only $11. Jones Gas and Oil Company, 3881 the Old Wilmington Highway, Verona. Phone 910-346-6384.
If you plan to rebuild, remodel, repair, or do cottage or home improvements, Williams Hardware, 3011B Bridges Street, Morris City, should be your first stop. Williams Hardware carries power tools and equipment, chains and fasteners, plumbing and electrical supplies, along with Gerber, Buck, and Case knives. Williams Hardware is your helpful, handy hardware store. Williams Hardware cuts glass to size and cuts and threads pipe. When the chores are done and the cleanup is finished, light up that Wilmington grill from Williams Hardware. Williams Hardware, 3011B Bridges Street, Morris City. Open Monday through Saturday from 7:30 to 6 p.m. and Sundays for your convenience, noon till 5. Phone Williams Hardware, 252-726-7158.
Mills International Incorporated, your local Cub Cadet dealer, is ready for summer. And you should be too, with the Cub Cadet Ultima Series. Come today and see how these zero-turn mowers have stepped up control with traditional lap to a familiar steering wheel experience. Four-wheel control provides precision, maneuverability, and stability on a variety of terrains, including hills up to 20 degrees. Adjustable automotive-inspired high back seat lets you comfortably cut at your maximum speed, while a heavy-duty mowing deck powers your yard for a premium cut. Combine steering wheel control with premium features of the Cub Cadet Ultima Series, and you get a zero-turn mower ready to unlock the possibilities of your lawn. Head to your local Cub Cadet dealer, Mills International Incorporated, at 801 South Queen Street, Kinston, for exceptional offers, expert advice, and a superior service.
Looking for a job? Full-time? Part-time? Il Cigno Italiano Restaurant wants you. We're currently hiring for hostesses, servers, bartenders, and dishwashers. Il Cigno Italiano is a family-owned, fast-paced restaurant that offers the best in fine dining on the Crystal Coast. If you're hardworking, reliable, professional, and have a desire to always strive for better, we want to talk to you. Make great money and be a part of an outstanding, dedicated team. Il Cigno Italiano on West Corbett Avenue in Swansboro.
Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing specializes in residential and commercial interior and exterior painting. In fact, they paint most anything except cars, including homes, businesses, apartment complexes, decks, and they do minor repairs, wood repairs, pressure washing, waterproofing, and more, including storm repair and cleanup. Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing, fully licensed, insured, and locally owned and operated by Roger Carroll Jr. References available and customer satisfaction is always guaranteed. So if you want it painted, maintained, power washed, or need a new roof, call Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, and Power Washing at 910-939-0749 or visit southerntouchpaintingnc.com. Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing salutes our troops and is proud to be part of the continued growth of Onslow and surrounding counties.
Hello, shoppers. Take advantage of the following specials and many, many more. A locally owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store on Main Street in Maysville, where good things cost less. Half-cut boneless ribeye loin, just $9.99 a pound. T-bone steak, $10.99 a pound. London broil, $4.99 a pound. Fryer leg quarters are only 69 cents a pound, sold in a 10-pound bag. Pork spare ribs, just $1.99 a pound. And 10 pounds or more fresh ground beef is only $3.19 a pound. And remember, the beef and pork is cut fresh every day by the butchers at your Maysville Piggly Wiggly, and they use only the finest and certified Angus beef and Sanderson's Farm chicken. Over in produce, sweet whole cantaloupes, you get 2 for $5. Seedless white grapes are just $1.99 a pound. Jumbo white onions, just 99 cents a pound. How about juicy, whole seedless cool watermelons, just $4.99 each. And fresh Roma tomatoes are $1.59 a pound. And you get 3 12-packs of the 12-ounce size Coca Sprite for just $15. Get ready for Labor Day with a visit to your locally owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store in downtown Maysville. And remember, say big with the pig.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
All right, there's the mic. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? I can't hear you.
Because you've muted me again. You were talking about the astronauts earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Well, just recently they started getting strange noises on their craft there, and
I forgot his name, but he was reporting and he called it into headquarters and said, listen to this sound right here.
People were saying it was a space ghost. I tell you, what they said was a speaker.
It's an alien.
Yeah, but no, I'm going to tell you what it is.
An alien that is microscopic, crawled in there.
They've been there so long, and they know they're going to be there a lot longer. Not only are they hearing noises now, they're hearing voices in their head.
I wonder how these two individuals up there are going to vote. Can they vote by proxy? Can they get an absentee ballot?
Maybe they can call it in. I would think that somebody needs to do something for them.
Oh, yeah.
They need to go ahead and get their absentee ballot request in
They
there.
got another one going up.
Yes, in February.
Well, that's too late.
Yes.
Oh, well.
Well, and early voting's out for them, too.
Maybe you can vote twice next year.
Yes.
Next
Do you know
time around.
North Carolina Board of Elections refused to take RFK's name off the ballot?
Well, it was too late.
They're saying it was too late.
No,
They've not gone to print yet.
Half of the counties have printed their ballots, believe it or not.
I don't
50
know about
counties
that.
have already got their ballots back.
You know what I think? This is my conspiracy theory.
Okay, go ahead.
This is my theory. RFK, they know, and it's a Democratic run state board of elections.
Yeah, but.
And they figured if they keep RFK's name on there, he's probably going to take votes away from Trump. That's my theory.
Well, and according to the polling that I read in North Carolina, RFK would only get 46% of Trump's votes and 53% of Kamala's votes.
What?
Yeah. So, I mean, that's what he would have been getting.
They don't know that.
Yeah. Well,
Polls.
you don't know.
Polls.
I
Polls.
know that.
You know the polls.
You got
And let
something
me tell
against
you
the
what.
Polish people?
10 texts a day. Hi, this is Don Jr. Hi, this is Lord Trump. Hi, this is Donald J. Trump.
I get them from Kamala.
Hi. And I'm like
and
going.
Tim.
And the thing about it is, can you afford $5 or $10? I'm going to tell you right now, y'all people need to be careful of these texts that you're getting because there's so many fake texts out there. You don't know who you're sending your money to. If you want to send money to the campaign, get up with your local GOP, ask them who to make the check out, where to send it to, state Republican Party. Be careful of these texts because it could be spam texts. And next thing you know, you're giving money to somebody in
Bangladesh.
There you go. Be careful.
Okay, I don't know what's going to happen. Who knows? We don't know.
Right.
And it doesn't really matter. There's Jake.
Oh, somebody just asked if Trump gets elected, can he serve 8 years or
No.
4? Only 4.
Well, he's already served 4, so
That's
he can
right.
serve 8 years, but only 4 more.
Don't make this hard.
I'm just trying to be factual. You got to get the stuff
Yeah.
straight.
Only a total
We're not like the
of
news
8.
media. We have to get the facts straight.
Well, there's some people who disagree with this at this point.
The facts are facts, you know. When we give opinions, that's something else. The facts are he can serve 8 years.
Right.
Only 4 more.
Right.
Now, the facts are that Kamala Harris, if she's elected, can serve 8 years.
Right.
The facts are that if Biden had resigned after 2 years and 1 day in office, she could have served almost 10 years
Yeah, it's true.
because she
You
could have
know
already
what?
been serving.
And I'm surprised that they didn't pull a stunt like.
No, the Democrats were not. That was their original plan, but they said no after they saw her in action.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what. This is going to be an interesting election.
Okay,
I
now,
think it's going to down to the wire.
all right, I want to be appointed to serve the unexpired term of Holly Ridge Mayor Wenzel.
Why? They've
'Cause-
not put somebody in there yet?
No, they haven't yet.
What are
There's
they
a
waiting for?
process they got to go through, and they haven't done it yet. They haven't gotten through the process yet. They got an interim or an acting or whatever you would call it.
Right. Right.
But why can't they just let me do it? Fill out the
You
rest of the
do not
term.
live in Holly Ridge, and you
What
have
does
to live
that
in
got
Holly
to
Ridge.
do with it? I go
Well,
through there several times a
There's
month.
people that say they live here or there, and they don't. So what difference does it make, really?
If I want to go through there for, drive through there a couple times a month, I should be mayor.
Well, you can rent. You can rent a back room of Dorothy's business.
No, I can take my boat and dock it down. No, it's not. Holly Ridge doesn't have water, does it? I mean,
no,
navigable water.
no.
Dadgummit.
Go rent a room from Dorothy in the back of her arcade or something. Use that as your address.
If
Let
she-
somebody prove it
if
different.
she'd put up a range there in her place, I could shoot all night long.
Right. Oh, shoot.
That would be a lot of fun. Simmer down there. Go ahead and simmer down. Okay, we'll be back tomorrow. We've got
It's been a long day
Dr.
already.
Rosemary Stein about 7:30 in the morning. Going to talk about all the things that ail us.
Right.
Let's talk about bed bugs and computers.
Good Lord.
You're scratching
Oh,
again.
no.
And then we're going to have Peter Wright. in
Peter
here.
Wright, it's
And,
a
he
monthly-
begins his monthly. No, he begins his weekly thing September, doesn't it?
Is it September or October?
I think he said September, but
I
we'll
don't
find
know.
out.
We'll have to talk to him.
So anyway, we're going to have him in there for his first of many appearances this fall because things are ready to go
And
again, and
look.
this year is going to be different.
I know some people get bored with listening to it, but let me tell you something. He has helped so many people.
Yeah.
And if you're at that age or you're that point of your life that you need help with this, then daggone, tune in and we'll give you his number. He saved me
Yeah.
$100 a month.
I'm going to sit him down in here after the show one of these days when I can get Robbie, the brains in the family, in here.
Right.
She's the insurance brains of the family. We'll get her in here. Here's what we've got. Peter, what can we deal with here? Is there a way to
right.
save us some money or get additional services or for no extra money or what? That's
And
what
real
I wanna
quick, I know some of the people are asking on Facebook, and word has already gotten around, and the family has been given permission to release this.
Yeah,
But
go ahead.
very good friend of mine and some of our other people within
Yes.
the Republican Party passed away last night
Yes.
after a short illness. Lynn Gallant,
Mm-hmm.
good friend.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. Sorry for the family and especially
Yes.
for all the friends as well. Come on. Great lady.
Yep.
Okay, we'll see you tomorrow morning. Have a great rest of your day. Be safe out there. I don't know of any severe weather, just a lot of rain. I mean, a lot of wind.
Yeah,
It's
a
gonna be
little windy today.
And out in the ocean, you may get a shower or thunderstorm, but don't go anyway. It's too rough, y'all.
Yes.
We'll see you in the morning. You're live and local Real Talk Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME. We've got Fox News coming up next, and at 10 o'clock, another dose of the Daily D's with Rick Dees. He's going to hand it off to Hollywood. Hollywood is back in town, so yay for Hollywood.
Yay for
at 3 o'clock this
Hollywood.
afternoon. We'll see you in 22 hours. Have a good day.
WSME.